Hi, Coach. It was always going to be a bit of a difficult task playing the Lions with the URC players, but the guys did well in the first half, but then not so much in the second half. It looks like the wheels came off a bit, but what do you think of the game?
Yeah, I think we started well. We put them under pressure, and then there was just too many mistakes today from us. And we had the last few weeks we've been very clinical. We just gave them too many. Just didn't put enough pressure on them the latter stages of the first half, and then obviously in the second half when you're under pressure and they've got their tails up and you've got scoreboard pressure against you, it's difficult. So we had guys like George kicking 2 kicks directly out, which hasn't happened the whole season, and just made a lot of mistakes. But credit them, that's probably the difference between the levels. Currie Cup and URC, you make a mistake, you get punished by better teams, and we've been in some way that team this season, where teams have made mistakes against us and we punish them, and today we learned a hard lesson. So I think hopefully we can meet them again in the final here in 2 weeks' time, and we haven't encountered this physicality and intensity in this whole Currie Cup. So it is a step up, it is a level up, we know that. But hopefully if we get the opportunity to come back here, then we'll be better next time.
What did you focus on this week back at home?
I think what we have to focus on is I don't think we have to lose too much confidence from this. I'm very proud of this team. I have to say that after week 1, when we got a hiding from the Pumas, nobody thought that we would be in this position. I'm very proud of how the players stuck together, how they fought. It looked like, if you look at the pool score currently, it looks like we're going to play at home against Boland in the semi-final. After 1 week in the Currie Cup, in a short tournament, no one thought that would be possible. So I'm very proud of these players, and that's what I'll focus on, the positives this week. If we have to come back here, hopefully, obviously all the focus will be in the semi-final, but if we have to come back here, then we'll review properly and what do we need to do to be better if we're in this position again. But yeah, maybe it was good for us to get a reset and just go again. We're obviously playing around different conditions. I don't know if the hour wait before kickoff played a role, but it was the same for both teams. I mean, there's no excuses, they were better than us today.
It did look like the wind was with you in the second half, is that right?
Yeah, it swirled a lot. So the communication from downfield was it swirls a lot. But yeah, we weren't in a position with the scoreboard pressure to really take control of that and pin them down. We had to try and score from deep, and then we just made too many mistakes.
Coach, you take solace from the fact that the team that you lost to, like you said, is a team that's preparing for your URC campaign, and that is not really a true mark of what you've really been competing with and against during the campaign as it is right now in the Currie Cup.
Yeah, look, we knew from the beginning of the Currie Cup that speaking to other provinces, that teams will go strong at the business end of the season. I mean, the same happened last year. I mean, the Sharks played with a much different team than they played here in the whole Currie Cup than when they won the final here, and we knew that would happen. And some of those, and if they were in a position to play in a semi-final, they would probably go and try and win the trophy. So. I mean, the Lions had more continuity because they started early in the season, bringing in players. The same team that played today played last week. So they've been together more than some of the other teams. But look, if you want to win the trophy, you need to beat the best teams. And we don't want to win the Currie Cup just by playing. If they want to pick better players, and that's part of the competition, I mean, let them do that. If we want to win, then we need to beat them. So I don't complain about the URC players. I don't. It's good for us to measure ourselves. We now know where we need to improve. Our players know that the players that wants to play here or somewhere else at this level, they know what they need to work on, and it's a good learning for us.
Coach, you just mentioned now that what it will take to beat such teams. For you, what are the key learnings that are going to have to come into place in order for you guys to win the semi-final and win the final?
Yeah, I think it's to maintain physicality and intensity and accuracy. I think that's the main things. You know, if you look at our match last week against the Cheetahs, we put them under so much pressure and they struggled to handle it. And I felt today when we were clinical and accurate and we didn't make mistakes, we put the Lions under pressure. It was a small period in the game, but we showed that's what you need to do. So, but you need to do that for long periods, for 80 minutes. And I think that's the take. You need to be accurate. The better teams you play, the harder they punish you for mistakes. So I think we'll obviously look at this. All the focus will now go into Boland at this week, and we need to review this. And Boland's going to look at this, and they'll see where they can target us. But for me, the main thing is you have to be accurate and you have to have that physicality and intensity for 80 minutes.